Hello, today I'm going to do my method assessment. My name is Daniel Farah. I'm going to put this in the middle. This is my part class, and we're going to make the highways of a city. We're going to start by selecting the middle. We're going to mark it with a marker, and then we're going to cut it. As we can see, I just cut it here in the middle, in the half. So we're going to use just one the middle, just one part of the protoplast. Here I started to put some points to know where I have to do the lines, and I did it in all the parts, all the sides. All the place for X to make the X and Y line. Later I just joined it, I just made the lines, and I started to make some points to know the separation of each inch, that is 2.5 centimeters. And here I had to put the same thing, I had to do the same thing but for the other line. And here we have it. Here we have all the results practically, and then we have to do some lines. So I made some points and to know where I can put the lines, and here I make it a line, and that line is 3-inch long, and I started to do the other lines. Here we have a time lapse. I made all the horizontal lines first because they were the easiest one, so I used my cutter to erase some things that I have complications. Then I started to make all the lines, and the same I did with the other part. All the parts were the same by putting my rule in a parallel as a parallel line and make sure if all were the same. Also, I started to make some points to make the lines, the other lines. So this gave me a lot of squares. In practically, this is the result. And then I started to make the other part. This was pretty easy, just to measure every 1 inch and then making the line. So I started to put the numbers. Each numbers were in each line. This means all there were the coordinates. I started to put the X ones. First I started with the positive numbers, then the negative, and then I started with the Y line. I started with the positive numbers and then the negative numbers. And this was my result. Then I put the center, that was where the coordinate 0.0, that is my origin. So guys, here we have our tip. Here we have our origin, that is 0.0. Is going to be the. Here we have also the line, the Y line, and we have the X line. We have all the squares over here, and this is what we have. This is our table that we're going to use to make the highways. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Daniel Barai, and see you next time.